most kids go to school, they carry their daily essentials, a backpack, something to write with, a textbook, or their lunch maybe. But I would carry a whole lot more. As a child, I was diagnosed with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, bipolar II disorder, obsessive compulsive disorder, and skin picking disorder. I took all these things to school every day. In adulthood, I was diagnosed with an information processing disorder and autism spectrum disorder. I was taking that to class as well, but I didn't know it. Very little in our society is more influential on a person's future than their school test scores. And very little in our society is more influential on society than equal and equitable education access. Yet how many so-called troubled children simply cannot follow the pattern of sitting still for hours, reading, absorbing, writing, and concentrating? Without access to the ADHD medications that I had growing up and use today, I would not have made it through school or gone to college and would likely not have employment today. Before medication, I screamed and I cried and I physically fought my parents through each night's homework. I bit myself and I hit myself. I recognize today I was having autistic meltdowns, overstimulated from the bright, loud school that I was forbidden to leave for breaks. I started skin picking to cope with the intense stress. I always had a stay-at-home parent to help me and advocate on my behalf with the social benefits and educational legal systems. This fight for my basic rights was made infinitely easier by our private medical insurance. My access to essential medications through private insurance and generational wealth led to my mission today: the elimination of necessity of privilege and lifetime success with disabilities. Mental health care is simply health care. However, access is an enormously intersectional issue. In the United States, medical care is tied to employment, both by employer-supported insurance and income required to pay for medical visits and medication. As an autistic person, I struggled to find steady employment that could support my medical needs. That is, until I found the North Carolina Business Committees for Education's brand new program, Linking North Carolina with Innovative Talent, called Link It, in 2019. With the proper support, I finally excelled. I moved from a full-time fast food job to working an entry-level project management officer job at a global financial institution. Now, just 4 years later, I progressed to our departmental global head of training and am the Neurodivergent chair of our Neurodiversity employee network in the Americas. In 2020, I joined the Link It steering committee as an autistic voice with firsthand experience towards what program participants most need. Through our program, 100 autistic individuals have found gainful employment in just over 4 years. They are working as software developers, engineers, project managers, researchers, and in many other fields. In 2018, another individual, after searching for a job for 2 years, joined a multinational corporation as a Link It apprentice for robotics engineering. After just 2 weeks, the hiring manager ended the program to hire the apprentice permanently full-time. Hiring neurodivergent candidates isn't some charity. It's smart business. Dozens of lives and companies have been changed just by making small tweaks to job interview processes to prioritize skills over arbitrarily defined personality traits. I fidget, almost always. I have a fidget right now to prevent my skin picking. In the United States, fidgeting and lack of eye contact are stereotyped as signs of lying or a lack of confidence. I am not lying. I have confidence, but I have disorders I'm fighting daily. My fidgeting and lack of eye contact have absolutely nothing to do with my abilities in the workplace. Neurodiversity as a concept was coined only 25 years ago. It's younger than many of us. The way forward is education. The world needs to understand the unique challenges that the neurodivergent community faces before any effort can be made to break barriers and systems. The educational system is a firmly square hole, and people pegs come in all neurological shapes. Allies must see that from the very first day at school, neurodivergent children are disadvantaged by the very structure that education systems across the world have followed for generations. Let's break that cycle.